It's mostly because I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But then, except for the beginnings of it at that movie night, anyway. Then we are with Tristan, who's like checking to see. I get the play has been cast. I guess they posted on Degrassi Daily, which I thought was kind of weird. And then I saw very briefly that like Dave is Romeo, and I'm like, what?
I don't know, man.
And Tori is the nurse. Those are the only names that I recognize. I paused it to see if I could recognize anyone. And poor Tristan didn't get cast as anything. But Juliet is still TBD, which is like part of what Eli has been like stressing out over. And then I think he like messages Cam about it on Maya's face range. And then he runs into him like immediately after. And he's like, did you hear about Maya? That's crazy. And then Tristan's like, oh yeah, totally crazy. I'm so mad on her behalf. And then he's like, she should go and talk to the director. Like, that's not fair, la, la, la. And he's like, I should do that. Or I should tell Maya to do that. I don't know. And then he goes and confronts Eli about it. Because at the audition, after he finished, Eli was like, Tristan, we're definitely going to, like, figure out something for you in this play. And so he confronts Eli. He's like, you promised me a role. Like, why didn't I get cast? And then all of a sudden a light bulb goes off in Eli's brain and is like, you should be Juliet. Or should I say Jules? And then we make it a gay musical. And I love it. And happy Pride Month, guys.
I love it so much. And yeah. And then when he's talking to Tristan about it, he's like, well, what about like Becky, whatever. And oh my
Tristan's
God.
very excited.
Yeah. And Eli's like, he's like, well, if it upsets my producer, all the better.
That's just a bonus.
All the better, basically.
And Tristan's like, so you're using me? And he's like, do you mind? And he's like, not a bit, you magnificent bastard.
It's amazing.
I loved it.
I love it so much. Good. Tristan's incredible. Eli has gotten, like, I love Eli now. I'm just like, I'm so here.
I'm so on board for everything that's happening right now.
Season 12. We are
love
here for it.
So far, season of Tristan. I knew I loved him when he first came, and I'm so excited we're seeing more of him.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I like season 12 is a goddamn delight.
And then we're with Drew, who is still struggling, and Bianca can tell, but he's like shutting her out, and he's like, I'm stupid, you deserve better, bye, whatever. He's just not engaging.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then Tristan comes
Tristan
clean.
is stupid and tells Cam that he's playing Juliet on Maya's account, which I'm like, that is like the one thing that's going to expose this, Tristan, because you're playing Jules. And he is exposed and he comes clean.
Yep.
And he is not happy about it.
It is uncomfortable. Like, Campbell's freaking out, and that is valid. And he's like, we will never be friends. Which is fucking fair, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if someone did that to me, like, nah.
It's weird.
It doesn't matter how much I liked the people to begin with. Like,
it's weird.
It's weird as fuck.
Yeah. And then we're at the mall, and Drew's trying to, like, return a phone case. And while he's doing this, a dude tries to, like, steal a phone from the kiosk he's at. And Drew, like, runs after him and tackles him. And I'm like, this is not going to make things better. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's because he immediately faints after he tackles this man. But the kiosk guy is extremely impressed.
He's, like, obsessed with Drew now, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Bianca comes over, and she's, like, yelling at him. And she's like, are you hurt? You have to tell me. Did you hit your head? And then the kiosk guy says something, and she's like, hipster, disappear.
He says, why are you yelling at him? He's a superhero.
Yeah, that was it.
And then we find out that she followed him because he was worried. And
she loves him.
And they're making up. And this hipster dude is still, like, spying on them
in the background. And he just goes, kiss. It's amazing.
But then we are at musical practice, and Tristan is so good.
He's so good. And Simpson is super on board for gay Romeo and Juliet.
And Becky comes in and is not happy with this casting choice. Simpson thinks the choice isn't. She's like, I'm going to tell Mr. Simpson about this. We can't do this. And Eli's like, Mr. Simpson loves it and thinks the choice was inspired. And then Becky Baker is like, oh, okay, I can't be a part of this anymore. I'm quitting. Goodbye. And she says, I can't be part of something that depicts an alternative lifestyle choice as normal. And
which, ew, I hate you.
I hate her. And then she said, this isn't right. And then Eli says, welcome to Degrassi. And then the episode ends.
It was intense.
Welcome to the OC, bitch. Becky Baker sucks.
Becky Baker super sucks.
And I feel like we have to say her first and last name every time.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Fucking, and that's the end of the episode. I think I said that.
Yeah.
Spirit Squad captain.
I'm going Eli.
Eli. Yeah, I'm going Eli too. Ship. Claire and Eli.
I'm honestly kind of shipping Maya and Campbell.
Oh yeah. I think that's just because we know it's gonna happen because we watched that trailer.
Yeah, that's true. But now it's planted a seed.
And I kind of don't care about Drew and Bianca anymore, to be honest. Like, I'm still fine with it, but I
like them together. I don't know. I'm still on board for Drew and Bianca. I'm just like, I'm
not giving them the ship of this episode.
No.
Because Drew still did something bad.
Yeah.
Even though he's, like, concussed and, like, struggling. All right. Grapevine. All right. Actually, we don't really have any grapevine today upon further investigation. But we did want to thank everyone who's been retweeting the Stephen Stone interview episode. We are still collecting all of that info to put it into a raffle so one of you guys can win the book. But yeah, that's about all that we have.
Yeah. So this is coming out Wednesday, June something or other. 6th. So yeah, if you've retweeted and done all your things by today, if it wasn't on, like, if you didn't tweet it at us, you can send it to us in email. But today is, like, the day we're gonna do all the raffle winner picking stuff, and then we will announce the winner at a later date. But we'll reach out to you personally so we can get your info for Stephen Stone's publisher and stuff.
But that is all that we have for this segment. I guess if you want to be featured on a future Grapevine segment, you can tweet at us at DegrassiPod. We're on Instagram at DegrassiPod. You can email us at whateverittakes.podcast@gmail.com. You can listen to us pretty much anywhere. But if you're on Apple Podcasts, if you could rate, review, and subscribe, that would be super cool. And if you leave us a review, we will make up a Degrassi-inspired fan fiction for you on the show. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HollandTacular.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KelSucks with a Z at the end. And Holland, what do you want to recommend?
I recommended it before, but it's another different season. Terrace House Season 3 on Netflix, opening new doors. I just caught up to it today, and I'm really bummed out because new episodes are still coming out, but not in America for a while. But I highly recommend it. It's very, very good. What are you going to recommend?
I discovered that every full episode of King of the Hill is on YouTube. So that is mostly what I've been doing.
Nice.
Go watch King of the Hill. It's fantastic. I mean, it's not new. It is old as fuck, but it's so good. It's so good. It holds up, you guys.
But that is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you, as always, to Jay for our wonderful theme song. And thank all of you for listening. Goodbye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.